Hi everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Fish and Chicks. Today will be episode number 12 on, it's sort of a behind the scenes special. So we'll go through some of the stuff we use when filming. So we also shoot quite a lot of film in here, and video wise it might be the trickiest thing is that everything sounds in here. So we have water pouring down here. Also water coming from the outlet here. Yeah, sort of moving water, perhaps jumping fish. Yeah, and yeah, so this is quite a loud environment. So let's test the Swedish Work Environment Agency app and see what we get. So this is the one, buller or noise. So let's start the measurement and see what we'll get. So yeah, the yellow area says traffic, so it's over 80 decibels. So chainsaw is the next step with 100. So if I talk real loud, you will get it back into the red area, and that's chainsaw. So still we're able to pick up sound with our cordless mic here, so that's kind of neat. Also important, of course, is some studio props. So here's a skeleton, paint gun, of course, 1950 Mercury, I think. And the new band t-shirt backdrop. So even with this space being quite tiny, I think we could still make some interviews in here, two-person interviews, and a sort of a table here. So here's an overview, and we see down low the big light and light diffuser or bed linen. Then on the left hand side now, that's the direct light, and here on the tripod is the DJI camera. Let's flip the camera and then we'll talk about lighting. So first off, we have this direct light. That's something built from an old scraps. And then we have this disco light if we ever need a red light. And behind this bed linen is a building spotlight. Tripod wise, we use this old Gitzo, especially here in the studio, in the fish room with a little DJI camera. We normally use this Gorilla Pod instead. That clamps to everything, so that's perfect for this light little camera. This little thing is an underwater housing for the DJI camera. So you get some of the controls and you can still watch the screen. And yeah, this one has been used quite a lot here, so I like that one, and it's not that expensive either compared to some other solutions. So yeah, pretty happy with that one. This is the wide angle lens that you clip onto the DJI. So let's try it. It's part of the creator kit, and yeah, now I remove it again and you see the difference in focal length. So this creator pack, it's actually really useful. Speaking of mics, I kind of like this one. This is the little DJI, so it's wireless and it works quite well. This one is included in the creative pack that you can get for your DJI DJI. That is also included in the creative pack is that the mic is sort of shadowed by your own hand, at least when filming in vlog mode. So this is where the post-production is usually carried out. So let's have a look at some further pieces of equipment. Here's a good old Pentax K5 that are used for stills and such. It's neat to have that short focal depth sometimes. What else? Yeah, the mic used for voiceover is a quite cheap Boya. I'm not too happy with that one. I don't like the character, the build quality, and yeah. So that one will likely be replaced with something a little bit more expensive. This little piece, it's a protective thingy for the DJI. Also comes with a creative packet, and there's a couple of connectors here to connect the DJI to your phone, because you can use the phone either with these connectors or with Bluetooth to get the second screen. When editing, I use this iMovie software that you get for free when buying a MacBook. So that is being utilized, and for monitoring sound it's just a couple of Bluetooth headphones. And then, since this is a rather new MacBook, it only has 2 USB-C connectors that needs to go into one of these tiny docks to connect to normal USB ports and the memory cards and such. The raw video material is stored on one of these little hard drives. Another pitfall with the DJI camera is that the battery won't hold for very long, so I guess mobility and all that with a lightweight camera perhaps is that's sort of a solvable problem, because you can use power banks and such. So the garage is on one of these, so these are all 10 amps, and if you sort of unevenly take power from these fuses, what's gonna happen is that one of these main fuses will blow. So these are 20 amps, and to improve this we can, instead of using only one fuse, use the 400 volt outlet in the garage, and let's do that. These are proper cables, so 400 volts instead of the 230 we have usually in the wall. So instead we'll use this 400 volt outlet. The outlets that are found in Sweden and Europe, the 230 volt type, it sort of looks like these ones. So as you see, the new cable is plugged in here, and it goes all the way to this new unit. So 400 volt comes in, then it's protected via these micro switches. We have now plugged into this one, so 400 volts traveling in this rather thick cable, and then it goes in here in this new power central unit. These black ones, they are just normal 230 volt outlets, and then the micro switches that you see here protect the whole unit. That's one of them, and then the black outlets are in two groups. So we can now extend from this one. So that's about all for today's episode, and remember to like, share, subscribe, comment if you like the contents of today's episode. There's also 11 other episodes out on tilapia in general and in urban farming, especially indoors. So be sure to tune into that, and next week's episode will be out Sunday at 8:45 Central European Time. Last thing for today will be a special announcement by this guy. Shoot.
Hi, perhaps you also want to follow my YouTube channel. Follow the link below in the comment section, and yeah, be brave. Bye bye.
This was all for today, folks, so bye bye.